Yo, check it out, I gotta speak the truth about the hardest working small channel in the crypto booth. He's the crypto father, the one and only.
Welcome back to the Crypto Father channel. I am the Crypto Father. Today is the 12th of August. It's another Monday, so it's time for another crypto market update. Before I jump into all the articles and all the good stuff, please make sure to smash up the like, subscribe to the channel. Stick around till the very end of the video so you don't miss any of the details that I talk about on the video. Share the content with a wider audience. Let the YouTube algorithm know that this channel matters, that the info here matters. Do consider becoming a member on the channel, hitting that little join button. I would appreciate the hell out of you for that. Let's get going. A quick look at the MC, Master of Ceremony. $2.1 trillion in market cap. Bitcoin back down at 58,000. 4% down in 24 hours. Ethereum 1.9% down in 24 hours. Everything is pretty much down. Solana is down $144 over the past 24 hours. 7.1, sorry, not $144. It's down 7.1% over the past 24 hours, so that's quite a chunk. Toncoin struggling to get above $7 again. Cardano at 33 cents. Litecoin at $59. So let's have a quick look at the Bitcoin chart. On the daily, Bitcoin's forming another red candle. So we had a massive green pump, and then there was a red candle, then a green candle, and now another red candle that is breaking below the 200 EMA, which is not great, but we still have about 3 hours to see whether another candle is going to open above or below the 200 EMA. You notice the Bollinger Bands are turning downwards. They're opening up downwards a little bit, so that's also not a very good sign. We do have the resistance line here. There's the trend line that's leading downwards. I mean, the overall channel, it's a downward sloping channel, but there are these two resistance lines, or support lines rather, that Bitcoin hopefully, well, it hasn't really broken. It broke through it, but it didn't close a candle below it. So hopefully this is max pain here of $53,000. But let's hope that this candle doesn't break below. They're stuck in a space of more downside, and quite possibly we'll see Bitcoin go and retouch that $53,000. Hopefully it doesn't break below that. On the weekly, we're still in the same basically candle that we were a few days ago when Bitcoin dumped from 63,000 down to all the way down to 48. It's on the same weekly candle. We have 2 hours and 39 minutes to close that candle and open another weekly candle, which is probably going to open somewhere around here and continue a slope down. And again, we have the support lines here. The Bollinger Bands are opening up slightly, but so there's a lot of wiggle room for the candle to go back up and retest the $72,000 levels. And of course, that's what needs to occur before we see another leg up on Bitcoin. Presumably, this is a bullish flag pattern right here with a quick move up and then slow retracing downwards before another leg up. But we do have this potential recovery zone of all of these green candles, which could lead us down to $42,000. That's quite possible as well. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but let's see what will happen in the next 2.5 hours. So down to the news. Half of the 10 most valuable companies on earth are making Metaverse hardware. I've always said it. All the bits and pieces to bring Metaverse to life are already there. There are companies, separate companies, working on different aspects of the requirements, I guess, of the hardware that is required, that would be required to create something of a Ready Player One scenario where people would spend all of their lives online playing virtual games and working in the virtual world and make money, create an income for themselves. I think all of those aspects are already in place. We definitely have cryptocurrencies. We have virtual goggles. I've seen years ago, I've seen a company working on gloves that would allow a tactile sensation to the users. So basically you could put on these gloves that would allow you to experience the feeling of materials in the virtual world without actually being there. So these things are already being put in place. The Omni One has created a platform that allows you to play games and walk in one place without actually having to use a treadmill. So that's all in place, and something needs to come along that will put all these parts together, and then we'll have an relatively easy access into the world of the metaverse. And so according to this article, half of the 10 most valuable companies on earth, so the biggest companies on earth, are making metaverse hardware. So 5 of them, I guess. Microsoft is reportedly looking to take on Apple's Vision Pro headset with new hardware it would develop in partnership with Samsung. This would mean that 5 of the 10 most valuable companies by market cap, Apple, Google, Meta, Microsoft, and Nvidia, are currently developing new metaverse gear. The Microsoft news comes from a local outlet in South Korea. According to the report, Microsoft plans to order hundreds of thousands of OLED panels from Samsung for a device to be mass-produced in 2026. 2026 is still a ways off, and the device will be a headset meant for spatial computing as opposed to virtual reality, so not necessarily meant for games. And also The Verge also indicated that it is specifically not meant for the metaverse, but any display device, including a computer monitor, can interface with the metaverse. Spatial computing devices just offer a different level of immersion. And if you're unfamiliar, spatial computing refers to the stuff that you saw in, you tend to see in sci-fi movies where people can manipulate things in real life without actually only just seeing stuff in the glasses, which is precisely what metaverse, what you would expect proper metaverse to be. Like this kind of stuff. This would be spatial computing. So Apple is working on a successor to its Vision Pro, a spatial computing company used by more than half of the Fortune 500. Google is working with its old partner Magic Leap to develop a new mixed reality headset despite the partnership's past flops. And Meta, the company that changed its name from Facebook in order to signify its shift to creating metaverse technology, is still pouring billions of dollars into its metaverse division. Meanwhile, every inch of territory gained in the quest to obtain the general public into the metaverse represents a win for Nvidia, whose GPUs power both the graphics and artificial intelligence necessary to bring digital universe to life. Assuming the report from the Elec is accurate, Microsoft's project brings the total number of companies to the top 10 by global market capitalization who are developing new metaverse hardware to 5. So 2026 may be an interesting year, and it's going to be it'll be a bear market. So these things will be deployed in a bear market. So the hype is probably not going to be there until the next bear market, until the next bull market in 2029. Nonetheless, these things are coming out, and you know for a fact that, anything that's got to do with spatial computing can very well be implemented into the metaverse and actually be a lot better than virtual reality, because I think while gaming is a big thing, being able to play games like you would, use spatial computing will be the way to go, particularly with tools like the Omni that was developed specifically for gaming, virtual reality gaming. I think the implementation, or once that project begins to implement spatial computing type hardware with its walkabout platform, or whatever it's called, the Omni One platform. And if you're not familiar with the Omni treadmill it's this device here. Basically, it allows you to move about on a surface unhindered. It's a slippery surface. You put on special shoes and you put on a harness, and basically allows you to gives you the feeling of moving around in space. And so this is what Omni One, the VR, have created. Omni One treadmill. So integrating spatial computing hardware with this device will basically create the necessary tools to have access to a super duper metaverse environment. But stepping away from that, in California, what's happening in the States? So it seems like the states are finally waking up and they're taking steps towards the introduction of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to their people. California City launches new Bitcoin office dedicated to transformative potential of Bitcoin. Santa Monica, California is launching a new office dedicated to educating the community about Bitcoin. The government of the city of Santa Monica and part of Los Angeles County says that it's opening the Bitcoin office to help residents and businesses understand its potential and role in the modern economy. They are doing it in partnership with Proof of Work Foundation, who is committed to providing comprehensive education about Bitcoin and its role in the modern economy, helping Santa Monica residents and businesses alike understand this innovative technology. And I think we're going to see more and more articles like that in an attempt to push the adoption of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies across the United States. On the flip side, Hong Kong is to tighten crypto regulations even more. Hong Kong is tightening crypto regulations over the next 18 months to boost security and attract serious investors. The government plans to introduce stablecoins legislation by the end of this year, making stablecoins a regulated asset. Hong Kong's licensing system for crypto firms is getting stricter with new rules around capital, liquidity, and risk management. Licensing stablecoins would mean that they would have to go through rigorous regulatory process. I mean, one would expect it would be rigorous process, but also that stablecoins would be legalized, which means that stablecoins would be running along proper fiat currencies and quite possibly could be used in monetary transactions in the real world for purchasing things like coffees, for example. So you could use stable coins to purchase coffee instead of your dollars. So this would be a huge step forward on part of Hong Kong. And if it did catch on in Hong Kong, I'm sure that other nations would follow suit. So I guess we could see Hong Kong as the experimental grounds on which the future of stablecoin usage could be built. And the IRS removes wallet addresses from crypto tax forms. Internal Revenue Service has released a new draft of Form 10099-DA, removing the requirement for crypto investors to include wallet addresses and transaction IDs when reporting their digital asset transactions. So people would still need to report digital asset transactions, but it wouldn't be as stringent as, I guess, presumably it might have to be if people were forced to include their wallets on the form. Not to mention that would probably give the IRS a lot more work, because then they would have to go ahead and trace all that stuff. So that would probably be very time consuming, and I'm not sure that they want to invest a lot more time into doing that. They just want their money. So some of the things that were addressed before were privacy concerns, and now taxpayers will no longer need to provide the exact time of transactions, just the date. Because that was well, I mean, if you are a trader and you do several transactions a day over a period of a year, that's a lot of transactions, and to keep track of the timestamps on everything, man, that would be a hassle. That's it for this video today. Quick news update on the metaverse and changes in Hong Kong. Make sure to smash up the likes on this video, subscribe to the channel. If you are in the market for a new crypto wallet, then do consider the Tangem wallet. That's a nifty little thing. You can get a 10% discount on your purchase with the Crypto Father code. I would suggest picking up the 3 card set, because that helps with the security provided by the Tangem wallet. It's only about $10 more than the 2 card set, and it makes no sense to purchase a 2 card set. If you don't know what the Tangem wallet is, please check out my other video. I made a review, and as well as a company introduction and a wallet introduction, in which I show you how to set up your Tangem wallet. So check that out. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to smash up the likes, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.